Alright, so I was just driving down the road and all of a sudden the thing started having a belt squeal like crazy, and I let off the throttle and it pretty much stalled the engine. So it had a little bit of a rattle this morning. One of these accessories is probably frozen up, so let's start it up and see which one it is. Alright, well, it looks like it's this one here. So what is that, the water pump? Let's take a look on the other side. Alright, so that's the one with the fan on it. And no, that's not the water. So here's the water pump right here. Alright, so on this set of belts we have the fan and the alternator. Alright, so I can keep driving this, at least to get home. I just got to pull these belts off. So this is why you always carry some basic tools with you. I actually just had this alternator rebuilt, so. And this alternator, it seized up on me a couple months ago. So I called auto parts stores and stuff. You know, usually getting parts for this truck is pretty hard. Then I brought the alternator to a guy that only does alternators and starters and electric motors. And he knew what the alternator was out of without even me telling him. So that was pretty impressive. And he had it fixed the next day for like $100. So that was pretty cool. Alright, I think I'm just gonna let those hang. I don't think they're, because I gotta pull the other belt off to get them off. I don't think they're gonna tangle up on anything. Let me start it up and see. This thing all day, because all I lost is my fan and the alternator, and you know, this has got no computers or anything in it. The engine could care less if it's got batteries or not. It just needs them to start and for lights, but it's got 3 batteries in it, so I could drive the thing all day. And no fan, but if you're moving, that's not going to overheat. But I'm going to just drive this home and fix it. Alright, I said I was going to go home and fix this, but you know what? The thing's running perfectly cool without that fan, and nothing's using any electricity other than brake lights and the turn signals, so I could probably drive this all day if I wanted. Alright, I'm supposed to be doing more gravel deliveries, but let me see what I got to do to fix my truck first. Alright, I might be able to get this out as one piece. I might have to take the fan off. No, I probably got to take the fan off. Alright, this fan's got to come off of here. Alright, just got all the bolts out. You can't get them out, but alright, there it is. So it looks like I got some part numbers on here, but usually trying to get parts for this truck from Ford is usually a pain. So I'm probably better off trying to rebuild this and just put new bearings in it. So let's go bring this inside and take it apart. Alright, so we got one bolt right there. Alright, so to get this off of here, looks like this steering wheel puller is going to work, so I'll try that. Alright, those are all tightened about the same amount. Well, that probably would have worked. You know, I think last time I used this, I stripped this out. Alright, in an attempt to get this done today without having to go to the store and buy another one of these, I just found this nut. It's got the same threads as this, so I should be able to use this. It's already moving. Alright, this is going to come right off now. So, I think this is an old part of a bearing. Alright, so this part's fine. Take this. Take that off. Alright, yeah. Look at it, look at these bearings in there. Alright, so I got this bearing here. That one's still good. It spins, and luckily, so this is always the best way to get bearings. Like, you wouldn't want to try to say, alright, I need bearings for a Ford fan idler pulley or whatever you'd call this, because good luck. Really what you want to do is, if you can find a number on the bearings. Alright, so the easiest way to get bearings is you can either measure them, but if you can find a number on them, that's the best. So here it looks like we got 6207 RSD, Japan and Koyo. So that should be easy to get these. And this side, you can tell, still spins fine. This is the side here that failed and seized up. You can see how there's broken pieces of bearing right there.
Let's use a press.
pressing like I'm like at capacity with a 20-ton bottle jack. I don't want to break anything. I'm about to put a pipe on the handle of this jack, which I'm sure is a terrible idea. I mean, am I missing a snap ring or something? I mean, the outer race definitely moved. You see that little gap there? But I don't see any movement on this side. I don't see any snap ring. Actually, you see this though? How the seal goes right up to here? This has a lip. These bearings this has to be pressed this way, down. Alright, I'm just making sure this outer race is not going to hit this vise. Pressing right in the center of that bearing. This should get it out. Can't see me, but I got a pipe on this and I'm about to break something. Well, just bent that. Look at that. Instant bearing removal. I mean, look, I had everything. Look at this pipe I had. I was hanging from this pipe. And I was afraid that was going to go off like a grenade or something. Well, it looks like what I wanted to happen happened. Alright, so here's our old bearings. Here's this thing. That's got to go back in. That goes between the bearings. It's a piece of the bearing, seal with my important number. There's the bearing that's seized up. Alright, and we still have the outer race is still partially stuck in here, but it looks like it moved and a big chunk of it blew out right there. So this should come out pretty easy just with by hand and a hammer. Let's get this out. Oh, I just got more of it out. Oh, that's got a snap ring. Isn't that interesting? Well, no wonder it took 20 tons to get it apart. Geez, look at that snap ring in there. Wow. You know, I cannot believe this had a snap ring. I've never seen a snap ring internal like that before. Bearing, this piece of bearing. Alright, it's all out, nothing got damaged, so let me go get 2 new bearings for this. Alright, this place is usually pretty good about having bearings. Let's see what they say.
Hello, Gallagher's.
Hi, I'm looking for some bearings. I got a number.
Okay, what's the number?
620.
Yeah, we got them, $19 a piece.
Great, I'll be in a little bit for those.
Okay.
Thank you. Alright, so I just got the new bearings. So here they are. They're the same size as the old ones. So let's go put these back in. I probably could have got these a drop cheaper online, but you know, this was a local place that had them, so yeah, I don't mind spending a few extra dollars. All right, so this is ready to go back on here. I know I'm gonna have 100 people on YouTube commenting. So if I had known that snap ring was in there, the right way to have taken this apart would be to push this spacer to the side, put this in here, use a hammer, drive out this bearing, then pull out this spacer, then pull out that snap ring. I've done a lot of bearings, and never have I ever seen a snap ring hidden between the 2 bearings like that. So all right, this is ready to go back on the truck. Alright, all the fan bolts are tight. Alright, it's all back together. Let's start it up. All right, time to get back to work. And it's been a little while since I posted the video talking about these shirts, but I just got another box of them. So if you haven't seen that video, I have these on eBay. They're the shirts I always wear. They're pretty nice shirts, so I'll put the link in the description. And when you're checking out, just let me know what size shirt you want. So I have small to 3XL in the gray, and I have a few more of these pink ones left. So I think I just have small and medium on these. But they're all these nice Hanes tagless shirts. All right, so I'll talk about some of the tools I used. Here's I guess they're calling it harmonic balancer steering wheel puller kit. So yeah, that's a nice tool to have. You know, that works on a lot of different things. A shop press is nice. You know, here's one. You know, this one's only $150 free shipping. I'd probably spend a little more than that, but I'm sure this is a lot better than nothing. This electric impact gun, that's been very nice. There are cheaper ones on here. I mean, here's one for 80 bucks, but you know, that's, I mean, you probably get what you pay for with that. And one tool I should have that I didn't have that would have made this job easier is this bearing press installation tool, because it's got all these different size cups that you could put on those bearings and then put it in the press, and it would have made that job easier and more professional. So if you're doing bearings often, like, I probably recommend getting that. So I'll put the links in the description for all these tools. So this really belongs in that snowplow video I did a couple months ago, but I don't want to take that down and re-upload it just to add a little bit. So I'll just crowbar it into this video. So driveways that have a like a defined edge here between the gravel and the lawn, you don't want to plow a bunch of gravel onto the grass, because that's very annoying to fix in the springtime. So I've made that mistake before. So what I've learned to do here, especially with this type of gravel that plows easily in some snowstorms, is I'll just kind of pick a spot to plow it to. So, like, you know, this is still kind of driveway right here, but it's okay that there was a snow pile here. It wasn't really in the way. So the piles of gravel that got plowed are really easy to fix. And I was going to do this with my snowplow, but I took it off, and I'm not going to put it back on just to do this, but I'll show you how easy this is to fix, just plowing the gravel to the edge of the driveway, opposed to sticking big piles of snow in the lawn or something. Alright, you see how easy that was to fix? That could have been even done with a snowplow too if you don't have a skid steer or something. So that's a lot easier than spending hours raking gravel out of a lawn.